let's budget. Now and all these other roads like Acholi, Dokoro, Namasari, it's a good road. I know it. It would make the road, it would make the journey to Kampala cheaper, because once you get Namasari, you are in Nakasongora, you are 70 miles from Kampala. So all this long journey through Karuma, what comes in, you cut it out. It is Konayer, Aboke, good to cut that shortcut instead of going through Kamdin. Karuma Bridge and Machine Bridge, the same. It is money. Ramadan, come and save me from Acholi and Lango, they're about to kill me. The question is,
Yes, sir.
when we pre-finance, when a contractor,
Yes, sir.
a contractor pre-finances, does the figure go into our debt figures? But we pre-finances, but we promise to pay him from the budget.
Yes, sir.
You pre-finance, we shall pay you solely from the budget.
Yes, sir. The arrangement is when a contractor comes with a proposal to pre-finance, we now program them within our MTEF to pay them after a certain number of years. Now we are preferring to pay them after a minimum of about 4 years.
And when we do that, it doesn't go into our figures,
No, sir.
into our debt.
It starts to go in at that time when we start to pay.
Oh, so you postpone the incorporation of the figure.
Yes, sir.
But you must be sure that by that time our GDP is so much. You must again plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
You must again plan that the GDP debt ratio.
Yes, sir. We have it in the medium expenditure framework that at that time, say 2025, 26, the GDP is projected to be this amount, and the debt, therefore, then should be around this.
So we must again do some. You don't know our language. You call it chura here.
Yes.
You don't know some of those. You are comparative.
I don't know chura, sir.
Oh, okay, you go there. So that is the point I wanted to clarify, because even the pre-financing, you must do the chura. Say if we accept this pre-financing 1, pre-financing 2, 3, what will be our debt burden in 4 years' time, and how big would our GDP be? But the best thing because you see, really, if you, like where I was actually surprised, because I thought the money for Ministry of Works was now 6,400 billion, but that's why I had got it. But now I found they had cut it, it's now 4,000 billion. So let's work and put back our money to 6,400 billion. That's how I have been able to do all these roads. Like, for instance, the road from Musita, Mayuge, Namayingo, Busia, the other one. The one of all these roads, the one of Soroti, Katakwi, Moroto, the one of Moroto, Nakapilpilit, all these roads we have been able to do them because of the budgeting we did in 2006. So let's do the same. The Montubukungu, that one is doable. That one can be done. The Montubukungu ferry, that one I can undertake because it's not so. It's very important, and yet not as expensive as these other things. And we have already done. I thought we have. The minister was thanking me for the one of Bukungu, Kagwara, Kaveramaido, but it does not involve Muntu. The Muntu one is a separate one. Huh? The Muntu one is a separate one. Yes.
The request for Muntu is not separate. We are requesting that as the ferry leaves Bukungu, passes through Muntu, and goes to Kaveramaido. It is the same ferry, but only requesting to open a landing site at Muntu.
Okay, that one will be done. That one I can guarantee. Because that one is not as difficult as the other one. The same with the general hospitals. It's not that we don't know, but the money. Let's budget for. You sit down carefully. You know these Jarums. They know how to plan. If you trust Jarum that you plan for us, you call them Jarum, the people of the bush. They are called Jorum.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Those rebels or the soldiers in the bush, they call them Olum. Your Excellency, now that God has propelled me here, allow me to say two things. One, we, the Luo community, the Lango and Acholi, we live together. And the road that has been planned from Renkunji, Apache, and then comes and stops at Poranga. Poranga is at the border of Lango district and Acholi district. Unfortunately, previously...
I know those areas more than you. I know Poranga up to Konakilang, up to Achoribur would remain. We shall have to see a solution for it. Don't worry. This is Amos.
Yes, sir.
You go and sit. Don't waste time.
Finally, Excellency. I may not have this time. Your Excellency, in November, Agago North, we are having what we call beatification of Dr. Ambrizoli.
Beatification.
Exactly.
Beatification, not beautification.
Thank you. Your Excellency, it is an international.
Don't worry, Amos, we shall talk about it.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
So, the issue of the general hospitals, it is again the budgeting. Now, electricity, I am surprised that in Lango, electricity is still so low because I have been insisting on making sure that electricity gets to at least the district headquarters. And when I last checked, all the districts in Uganda had been connected except Buvuma Island. So, if Otuke is, and we have got a plan, somebody told me the Minister of Energy is around here. Didn't I show the program? You call her. We have got a plan to connect another 230 sub-counties of Uganda, which had not been connected. There's some story there. So I want the Minister of Energy to tell us. But sometimes you find, like the other day when I went to open the factory of sugar in Chiriandongo, the problem was the power was passing overhead, but there was no step down to the trading centers. So, if that is the case, I think that may be the case, because I don't see why if Otuke is connected, Amaratara is connected. Even Apache, even Apache when we came was not connected. Then the other place, the big trading center south of Lira. What is it called? That big trading center, the Aduku. Aduku is connected. These are all connected. Then why only 14%? Could it be that the wires are passing overhead? Because if all those were connected, I don't think we would be talking of 14%. We would be talking of maybe 30 or something percent. Because then you leave out only the hinterland, but at least the main areas are connected. So let's involve people of energy. School enrollment. Now, you are now coming. You see, in 1997, we committed ourselves for UPE, and the numbers shot up. The children who were enrolling in the primary jumped from 2.5 million to 8.8 million. Now they are more than 10 million. Then later on we introduced USE. But we have never funded it fully. We fund it somehow like this. Then we allow the head teachers to charge money in the government schools. When I say, why don't the children study free? Nobody gives me an answer. You, the leaders, you don't. Nankabirwa. You need to save me here. What is our plan of linking the 220 sub-counties with electricity? You remember that plan?
Yes, sir.
There were some issues, but they were concluded.
Yes, sir. Good evening to you, sir. Good evening, everyone.
I'm not greeting you because I'm...
Your Excellency, we had moved well with the free connection policy, but we somehow didn't...
No, not free, but taking the power to the 230 sub-counties.
Yes. We were remaining with only 96 sub-counties, which will be covered by the new money from the World Bank, the electricity scale-up project.
So then why are the...
But that is the...
Why the land is about to kill me, that only 14%, if only 96 sub-counties in Uganda are the ones not yet connected, then why